Hi, welcome to Craft Time with the Houston Public Library. I'm Nuvia, and today we are making this Dine confetti heart. For this project, you're going to need the following: cardstock paper, paint brushes, a pencil, and some scissors. Okay, so we're going to start by getting our cardstock paper or any other thick paper, and we're going to bring our paints. I have these colors here, and we're going to bring some paint brushes. If you don't have paint brushes, you can always use your fingers or Q-tips, but we're going to start with one color. If you only have one paintbrush, you can get some water and some paper towels, and you'll just wash it in between each color. And we're just gonna do little brush strokes in a random order throughout our whole paper. Now make sure you don't saturate it too much, because we have other colors we want to get to, and we can always come back. And you're gonna do this with every color until you fill up your paper. So Dine is an American artist. He's a painter, a sculptor, a poet. He was born in Cincinnati, Ohio in 1935. His art has been displayed in dozens of national galleries all around the world. The focus of his art often involves common items that everyone can understand. Bathrobes, tools, hearts, birds. These items are pretty universal and can often create feelings of nostalgia to many people, and they're quite open to interpretation. He uses very graphic styles, bright colors, very straightforward images. Although his work is very similar to pop art, he never identified with the movement. And today we are kind of doing our own version of his confetti heart. It should look something like this, depending on the colors you use. You're gonna set that aside and let it dry. Now we're gonna bring in another piece of paper. I'm also using some cardstock paper, and I'm gonna fold it in half. Like that. And I'm going to draw half of a heart. Okay, so once you have that, you're gonna bring in your scissors and you're gonna cut that out. So once you cut out your heart, it should look like this. And we're gonna bring it, we're gonna put it on the top of our paper. Make sure it's flat on it. And you can place it wherever you want, and we're gonna bring back our paint. We're gonna need our black paint this time. And we're gonna dip our paintbrush in the black paint. We're gonna hold down on the heart so that it doesn't move. And we're gonna paint the inside of the heart like this. So once you have that, you're gonna try to take off as much paint as you can from the brush. And then we're going to be spreading the paint outwards. Like that. So we want to put the paint on the heart and then kind of flick it out onto your back paper. We don't want dollops of black paint on the paper with all the colors. We just want it kind of smeared. And you can go at an angle like this or that way, straight. You want to make sure to keep holding on to your heart and not move it out of place so that the silhouette you're creating in the bottom stays the same. If you wanted to have a messier look, you can start like pulling your paintbrush further out. This is how that looks. I'm gonna pull our heart out and see what it looks like. And now you have your heart like this. So if you want to add more black to it, I'm gonna put some black on my heart. Dab off the excess, create your little border. So this is what my confetti heart looks like. Thank you for joining Craft Time with Houston Public Library. Make sure to share photos of your completed craft online using the hashtag #ILoveHPL. We'll see you next time. Bye.